Learning how to grow your own food during times of high inflation is particularly important for several reasons. Please like and share this video. It will mean a lot to me and help the information reach more people. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Baja North Mercantile. They provide long-term storage, freeze-dried food for emergency preparedness and outdoor adventures. Baja North Mercantile available on Amazon, eBay, and Walmart. Don't just survive, do it with a full stomach. The link to the store is down below in the description. Now let's get to this important information. Once a government gains access to detailed surveillance data and the power to score or monitor citizens' behavior, it can easily turn those tools into instruments of control. In such a system, obedience is rewarded while dissent is punished, mirroring the logic of social credit models. When food distribution becomes centralized or digitally managed, access to essential resources can be tied to compliance. Those who conform may receive benefits or easier access to food, while critics, activists, or nonconformists could find themselves restricted, rationed, or excluded altogether, transforming sustenance itself into a lever of political power. Learning to grow your own food is one of the most powerful ways to protect yourself against government tyranny. When you can produce your own food, you're no longer fully dependent on centralized systems that can use scarcity or rationing as a means of control. Self-sufficiency gives you economic and personal freedom, shielding you from policies or digital systems that could restrict access to resources based on compliance. It also strengthens local communities, creating networks of mutual support that operate independently of government oversight. Beyond the practical benefits, growing your own food builds confidence and autonomy. The knowledge that you can sustain your family without permission or reliance on authority. In times of uncertainty or coercion, food independence becomes the foundation of true freedom. Here's a recent example. In late 2024, FEMA faced serious allegations of political discrimination after reports emerged that some disaster relief workers were told to skip homes displaying pro-Trump signs during post-hurricane recovery efforts in Florida. According to multiple investigations, a FEMA supervisor named Marnie Washington allegedly instructed teams to avoid assisting Trump supporters, prompting Florida Attorney General Ashley Moody to file a lawsuit accusing FEMA of violating citizens' civil rights. The agency quickly condemned the directive, firing Washington and several others involved, calling the behavior reprehensible and contrary to FEMA's mission. The scandal raised troubling questions about political discrimination, the impartiality of federal aid programs, and how political beliefs might be used to determine who receives help in times of crisis. Rising food prices. Inflation leads to higher costs for groceries, making it more expensive to feed yourself and your family. By growing your own food, you can offset some of these rising costs, ensuring a more affordable and reliable food source. Increased financial independence. With food prices increasing, being able to grow your own vegetables, fruits, and herbs reduces your dependence on the fluctuating prices at the store. It can give you more financial freedom, especially when money is tight due to inflation. Preserving your budget. As food prices climb, many households feel the strain on their budgets. Growing your own food can help you cut costs in the long run. Even small gardens can produce a significant amount of food that would otherwise need to be purchased. Reducing dependency on the supply chain. Inflation can sometimes cause supply chain disruptions, leading to shortages or delays in getting products to stores. By growing your own food, you're less reliant on a system that can be unpredictable during periods of high inflation. This gives you more stability in terms of food access. Nutrient-dense, homegrown food. Store-bought food is often more expensive and may not always be as fresh or nutritious. Homegrown produce, on the other hand, can be harvested at its peak ripeness and is typically healthier. In times of inflation, prioritizing nutrition without breaking the bank becomes even more critical. Preserving food and reducing waste. Growing your own food allows you to preserve the harvest by canning, freezing, or drying, which can extend the lifespan of your produce. This is especially useful when inflation causes prices to spike seasonally, as you can store food during the growing season to use throughout the year. Strengthening resilience. High inflation can create economic uncertainty, and in such times, learning how to grow your own food can offer some level of resilience and security. Knowing you have the ability to produce food at home, even when prices are soaring or shortages occur, helps you navigate economic hardship with more confidence. Community and sharing. Growing your own food also opens up opportunities to connect with others. If you grow more than you need, you can share it with friends, neighbors, or local community groups. This sense of connection and mutual support is valuable in difficult times. In short, growing your own food during periods of high inflation provides economic relief, increased food security, and greater independence, while also promoting a healthier lifestyle and stronger community ties. Learning to grow your own food is not just about saving money, it's about building resilience, improving health, and fostering community connections. By taking control of your food production, you're not just saving money, but also investing in your family's future, health, and well-being. The skills and knowledge gained through growing your own food can be passed down through generations, creating a lasting impact that extends far beyond any single period of inflation. In essence, growing your own food is an investment in your family's resilience, health, and community connections. It's a practical response to economic challenges that also enriches your life in numerous ways. As you cultivate your garden, you're not just growing food, you're growing a more secure, healthy, and connected future for yourself and your community. You don't know how? Then ask Juan. He will show you for a 12-pack. The government will not be around to rescue you or your family in times of crisis. They only manipulate to stay in power and tax their citizens to death. Orwell's Animal Farm was never just a fable, it was a prophecy. The elite still rule by the same creed, all are equal. Yet some remain far more equal than others. In closing, the answer to 1984 is 1776. Start now, learn and pass it on. Dance away, Juanito. Time now!